Good morning and welcome to Angry Man in a Truck. That's a joke from Discord, a Discord that I'm on, talking about actual gun-related content on YouTube, and some angry guy in a truck. I have no idea what it means, but I am an angry man in a truck, so I'm gonna own that. Welcome to 23 Degrees Sideways, and let's talk about sex work, human trafficking, murder, well, shootings, and white supremacy. So, like clockwork, this past week, the news media exploded with an outrage, a whole bunch of outrage reporting about a mass shooting. Okay? Every time there's a gun control bill that is big, the media finds some hook to hang it on. Okay? So some people were shot at a quote-unquote massage parlor this week, and because right now a lot of the justification for pushing a gun control bill is what they call white extremist domestic terrorism, which is a thing that barely exists at all, but whatever. Because of that, because that's their hook, they've picked this particular incident because they can paint a picture that they want to paint, and it doesn't have to be accurate. It doesn't have to involve the actual issues that the poor girls are dealing with. It just has to do with objectifying others for a political purpose. And, you know, I find this to be just emotionally disgusting, okay? I am disgusted by what the media has done with this situation. Just disgusted. It's an emotion. It's an appropriate emotion in context. So, let's get some context. Over the past week, assuming it is an average week, somewhere between 100 and 170 African Americans have been murdered, killed, homicided by other African Americans. Statistically speaking, on average, in at least 3 of those cases, the murders would have been mass murders, multiple murders, more than a couple of people. Most of them would have been involved domestic violence or drug-related or gang-related issues, all of which are exacerbated or directly caused by the racist programs pushed by progressives and fronted by the Democratic Party, which destroys social structure in African American communities. And in addition to destroying cohesion, they destroy child rearing concepts, all social involvement, and there you go. Not news. No one cares, and that's going to happen week after week after week. But a dude who has issues, serious psychological issues, and I could get into why he has psychological issues and what kind of stuff is going on, maybe in another video. Guy with serious psychological issues goes and shoots up a whorehouse. It's a massage parlor, but the whole deal with the massage parlor in this context seems to be the happy ending, which is, you know, an adult-themed topic. So he states for the police, like he's trying to get rid of the temptation, and that's what he's getting rid of it. Murderously. Now, it just so happens that since we're dealing with a massage parlor, we're not dealing with the freedom, self-respect, career choice idea of the independent sex worker or the legal licensed sex worker, like you would have in Nevada. I'm here, I know some. This is a real thing. No, what you're dealing with is what amounts to human trafficking. In a large context, most of these girls, most of the time, are probably not doing this as a career choice, okay? They're not Alice Little making a couple $100,000 a year being a fantasy girl. This is a little bit different. Now, in my opinion, based on observation and what I can tell of facts, the answer to this is to actually, legalize, regulate, make it a reasonable profession, so on and so forth. Do the whole feminist dance, women's rights dance. It's their body, their choice. If they want to make money off of it, that's their fight. That's their thing. But it needs to be them doing it. So everything about this shooting, women's rights, immigrant issues, because the majority of the girls shot are Asian, which I'll get into in a moment, which is kind of a really big flag that there's some human trafficking issues going on with this. All the issues that this brings up, trying to force a Nazi label onto it and ignore that white women and Hispanic women were also shot, trying to force this into a white supremacy, we're going to get Asian Americans who we discriminate against to be on our side in the Black Lives Matter movement. Of all the issues possible in this, trying to manufacture this one it's disgusting. It's disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Now, if it wasn't this, it would have been something else, okay? I mean, if you want to push gun control, remember the media blamed the NRA for a terrorist attack in Paris, France, a couple of years back. Remember that one, okay? There was a shooting because terrorists, AKs, radical Islamic extremists and AKs. It's kind of a thing. Like, it's literally there. It's your holy tool. Shooting Paris. It's the NRA's fault. That was a narrative. That was reported. That was widely reported. That was that was before Google Plus went away, and it was all over the place. Trying to argue against it was head desk worthy, but it was amusing because watching the people try to defend that was the contortions were just flat out amusing. So we have this event, and it doesn't matter if there's an event or not an event. They'll manufacture an event. We know that this is coming. We knew that the reporting was coming. We've not to be insensitive to the people who did get shot, but we were joking about this over the past couple of weeks, saying, what are they going to manufacture? What are they going to do? If they don't have any news, they're going to take some guy accidentally shot a squirrel and use that for gun control push. We know that they're going to do it, so we're joking about it because it's dark humor. You need to have some. And this is the one they took. This is the one they took up and decided to make into evil racism. Of all the topics that this particular event, this shooting, brings up, white supremacy is the most insanely stupid and disgusting. If you know any women, especially if you know any progressive women, can you ask them how they feel about being robbed of all of their importance for a narrative? It's pretty bad, man. Pretty bad. That's all I got for you this morning. Angry man in a truck. Remember to stay sideways, stay happy. I can feel for the people involved. I do feel for the people involved. I think that intimacy work is one of the most important things humans have, okay? Whichever way you structure that. And to take this incident and use it so that elitist white people can push white supremacy as a control terror tool, it's disgusting. But at the same time, you gotta laugh. You gotta laugh at the gall, you gotta laugh at them for trying it this way, you know. And to a certain extent, without, you know, getting too emotionally involved, you have to pity the people who actually buy into this, because they've been robbed of their agency and their freedom and their ability to think. It's going to be so much fun as this topples down. But I think we're going to have to see the ridiculosity, I love that made-up word, ridiculosity level go up and up and up until it collapses on its own. Stay sideways.